So now with Laney and Darren, one of the telling things with these guys is that they work together 24/7. So will they actually argue about work? Is something that I'm really interested in.
I think a big issue for us is that you're not able to control your mood when you come home and shut the door and leave work behind you, so that if you're having a really stressful or horrible day in some way, you come home and take it out on me in some manner.
You are right, because I probably, instead of talking about the issue at hand, I would probably bottle up in my head to want to discuss. Then I do spurt it out at the wrong time, but I just get absolutely frustrated with that sort of stuff.
What has surprised me here, Desiree, is the way he looks at her. He is engaged, he's looking directly down the barrel at her, and he doesn't look away as often as I thought he would.
And I find it frustrating if you're in a mood when you get home, you don't go and do these things that you say you'll do, that you think will help, like exercise.
Well, it's hard to do those sort of things, isn't it? Doing everything that we do, but, that's not really the main problem though, is it?
What is? Well, what is?
Well, you understanding where I'm coming from, and I suppose me just trying not to blurt out just randomly.
Work is stressful and it's very hard, but you just don't shut the door and leave it behind.
No, because I can't, because it's something that concerns both of us, and that's why it gets spoken about.
I mean, one of the big key issues with communication styles when you're working together is that essentially you bring home a CEO and employee style of communication to your own personal life. And if that happens, it's very difficult because you've got these roles that then you're playing both at work and at home.
One of your things is that the phone doesn't ring enough. I can specifically think of that time when it was very quiet and the phones weren't ringing. You're going, oh, you're not doing your job. Marketing's the only thing that you do. How can you not be doing it? And I don't think that that's fair or true.
Well, it is one of your main roles that wasn't getting fulfilled and finished.
Yeah, except it is one of my main roles on paper, but what you forget is that I'm like shit kicker with everything else. So everything else that is not plumbing falls to me. And there's a lot more that goes into running a business than just doing the plumbing. And I think that you very quickly forget all this other stuff that I do. And as you know, I find that super annoying.
Well, I suppose it's the same for me, isn't it? Because I don't just plumb. I do 1,000 other jobs as well, but I make sure the main job gets done at hand.
So he's kind of saying, I'm getting the job done, but you're not doing that. And now they're going into that blaming dynamic, isn't it?
I could be just as mean. Someone said to me the other day, oh, what does Darren do? Is he out on the tools? And I said, no. And besides organising the jobs, I couldn't remember what else it was that you did. But I'm not mean enough to say that, because I'm sure there's other stuff that you do.
Well, we're in the same sort of boat then, aren't we? We don't know what we're each doing.
Well, I guess so.
He's not happy with her marketing role. She's not happy with the impact that work's having on his headspace and how he brings it home. She's now getting frustrated. Look at those eyes.
That's right. And this has a huge impact on the relationship, isn't it? The way they feel about each other at work.
I think part of the problem is we don't have a proper discussion at work about the key issues that need to be dealt with.
Well, we've tried.
Well, not hard enough.
We've tried many a times.
Obviously. Layered on top of that is all the home stuff, all that stuff that I do that you just don't realise.
I do realise all the other stuff has got to be done, but the main issue where it all goes pear-shaped is, when I get super angry in the evening, coming home, so I've just got to try and do something not to talk about that when I get home.
But that's heaps vague, isn't it? That's like saying, right, at work we're going to do a lot better this year because we're going to do something.
I don't know what else to say.
Well, I don't either.